There we go. Alright, let's see the new dancer outfit. Oh. Oh, very blue. Nice. You're like the astrologian dancer. Kind of. Nice.
I actually really like that blue on her.
It's pretty good.
Royal blue.
So you're still gonna be physical range DPS, but now you are the other half of the musician troupe, the dancer instead of the bard. Also, I have turned on. I usually have party special effects turned off, but I turned them on so we can see the full dancerness.
Get shielded on.
I did.
I can also dance to partner people.
Yep. So you can give buffs to Kai.
Or whoever I dance partner with.
Which is clearly going to be Kai.
Yep.
Always dance partner your tank. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, there's reasons to do it to the tank, and there's reasons to do it to the other DPS player. It can go either way.
With Dragoon, the Heather.
Yeah.
Damage boost.
I just had to remind myself that I already took 2 edibles. Do not take 2 more.
Oh god. Terrifying. But anyway. We have 2 pieces of exciting news today.
Oh.
One is good news for me and one is good news for Kai. I'll get mine out of the way first because it's shorter, and then we can focus on Kai's good news more. Although my good news comes with a slight bad news component, but it's mostly good news. The bad news part of it is I'm not going to be streaming next Thursday because I will be working an extra day next week. And the reason why is the good news. Remember how I've been talking about trying to move out of dishwasher and into the pizzas and salads making station?
Mm-hmm.
I'm training on that next Thursday.
Fantastic. So you can stop cutting yourself on the mashed potatoes and start cutting yourself on a blade that's actually sharp.
Sharp-ish.
Fine, you'll cut yourself on the pepperoni. That makes more sense, especially if it's good Italian pepperoni.
True. Which it's definitely not, sharp. But still. So that's fun for me.
That's awesome. I'm happy for you. That's incredible.
So Monday and Thursday I'm training on that, and Tuesday and Wednesday I am doing my normal dishwashing shifts. But I think over time that ratio will probably change. Huh? You wish what?
I wish I had my soundboard so I could play a celebration noise.
Yay. Now that that's out of the way, we have a slightly longer discussion that is good news for Kai. I figured something out a couple days ago. Kai, you know how the one thing you most dislike about doing dungeons is having strangers with us?
Yeah?
What if I told you we don't have to have a stranger with us anymore?
Oh.
What if I told you we could run dungeons just the 3 of us?
Okay.
So, I've been playing a blue mage character on the side, and blue mages are normally not allowed in dungeons at all. Because blue mages are fucking broken and overpowered. And also because when the game uses Duty Finder to assemble a party for you, they do so by your character role, right? You have to have 1 tank, 1 healer, and 2 DPS in your party. You have to have 4 people. There are options you can enable in the Duty Finder to allow you to break those rules, called Unrestricted Party. This is the only way a blue mage can run a dungeon, because they don't have a role. They're not a tank, they're not a healer, they're not a DPS, they're all 3, if they feel like it, at the same time.
If they have the abilities, at least.
Yeah, and they get them at pretty low level. Like, you can start doing that at level 20-ish. Or maybe lower. So, the Duty Finder doesn't know what the fuck to do with them. But there's something called unrestricted party they can use to remove those restrictions. Problem is, you don't get XP for the dungeon that way, and dungeons are a ton of XP. But it does allow them to go into a dungeon. And actually, they're strong enough to actually go in there and solo a dungeon in a lot of cases, because of those abilities we were talking about. Yeah. Which made me realize that not only does it remove the rule that a blue mage is not allowed in a dungeon, it also removes the rule that you have to have 4 people. And then it hit me. We could use that to remove the restriction of having a 4th person. Now, this means, in that case, we would not get any XP. However, there's a secondary option we can enable that only works with unrestricted party, because another thing that unrestricted party does is, you know how if we're higher level than the dungeon, it will lower our level down while we're in that dungeon, so that we're not totally broken. It also removes that. So you can have like a level 50 blue mage running around in a level 20 dungeon while being level 50, instead of being artificially reduced to level 20. But unrestricted party stops that from happening too. And that's why you don't get any XP. But there's a secondary option where you can choose to re-enable that level syncing. And if we do that, we get XP again. So, we have an option here. Not only can we run dungeons, just us 3, but we have the choice of running it. Let me give you an example of numbers here. We have a dungeon that we need to do real soon. Okay, we haven't unlocked it yet, but let me just, for example, the last dungeon we did, called the Vault, is a level 57 dungeon, which level syncs to 58. So we are right now level 63, or at least...
I'm level 61.
You're level 61 because you changed class. Kai and I are level 63. Snow is level 61. If we ran the Vault today, which we don't have to because we already did it, but if we did, it would reduce us down to being level 58. Unless we had an unrestricted party on, in which case we'd still be level 63/61, but not get XP. Or we could choose to level sync to 58 and get XP. So Kai, what do you think? Do you want, when we do the next dungeon, we'll do it just us 3, but the question is, do you want to be at our elevated levels but not get XP? Or do you want to let it reduce our levels like it normally would, make it a little more difficult, but still get XP? Basically, we would just have lower damage output than as compared to what we would normally have. But you would still be tanking just as well as you normally do. I'd still be healing as well as I normally do. We'd just be killing the mobs a little slower.
Because we wouldn't have the extra...
Because we wouldn't have the extra damage dealer with us. Yeah. So our overall damage output would be maybe 30 to 35% lower. But
really,
we could compensate for that by being...
trouble. Like,
yeah.
The only time we've actually gotten in trouble is when the 4th member was causing it in the first place. Right.
The only time that reduction in damage output would really be a problem is if we're fighting a boss that has one of those gimmicks where extra enemies appear and then the boss starts charging up, and then we have to kill the extra enemies before the boss finishes charging up, because if we don't, we all die. That would be a problem.
That could be problematic.
However, that's very, very rare, and actually that usually only happens with trials, not dungeons. For trials, we would probably still need the extra people, because that we can't do this trick with people with stuff that requires 8 people. But that's usually trials where it's just one big boss and that's it. Dungeons are usually 4 people.
No.
So there's your good news. We can run the dungeon just us 3. But do we want to do it with level sync or without it? A lot. I don't have a number to give you.
Versus the rest of the area.
I would say one dungeon is probably worth like 5 or 6 main story quests, or like 12 to 15 side quests, roughly. Let's just say if we do a dungeon at the exact level that the dungeon's supposed to be, like if we did the Vault when we were level 57, we would probably get a full level out of it. At our level now, at 5 levels above it, maybe 2/3 of a level. Maybe half. But we're over-leveled a bit, so on the one hand, we can afford to lose that XP to some degree. It does mean that we will be less over-leveled in the future. So I think there's value in either choice.
Do you think, Snow?
We could use today's dungeon as a test bed.
We could.
See how difficult it is with 3?
Yeah, we could test it one way or the other. And if we find it too hard with level sync on, we could abort, turn level sync off, and start over.
Yeah.
It would mean running the dungeon twice, but I feel like that wouldn't bother you as much anymore because we wouldn't have a stranger. I don't know if there's other aspects of dungeons that annoy you. I just know that was your biggest problem with it.
No, that's really it. I'm not big on peopling. That man was a bear.
So, yes, he was. So, this is the news I announced that I was going to have for you, and I didn't want to tell you because I wanted to get your reaction live on stream. And,
that's really cool.
And I wanted to hear your reaction, verbally and not see it as text, because I figured you'd be very pleased about this.
I'm super pleased. I hate people.
Your one single problem that you've had during this stream series has been removed.
Yeah, like I don't even mind doing them if they can be reduced. Like the only reason I hated doing them is because random fuckface. Yeah,
and we'll have that once in a while when we have to run a trial. Like the people things will still happen, but that's rare. It's usually dungeons, and that's usually rare. It's suddenly now. I mean, the 8 people thing was always rare, right? But now we're with the 4 people things, which are the far more common of the two. The 4 people thing is now a 3 people thing. It's now an us thing. Yay! I've been excited to tell you about this for the last 2 days. After I figured it out.
That's almost as good as telling me that you found me a sugar mommy.
Almost.
Almost. How's that search going, by the way?
Well, I'm gonna have to find 2 because if I find a sugar mummy, I'm keeping the first one for myself. Unless she's got enough for both of us, in which case I'll share.
I mean, by taking care of me, you would be supported through that, obviously.
True.
Necessary bill is covering my Patreon. Well, how much is your Patreon? Oh, it costs me about $300 a month. Oh, you do that? You just not unemployed? Yeah, sure, totally. Below the poverty level, I manage it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So also, I was figuring
$40 blow and goes every day. Stop me from doing this. Rescue me from this existence.
Also, apparently, we have a fun little event to take a look at as well. But I figured we could maybe do the dungeon first because we are very close to the dungeon right now. So just logistically speaking, that would be efficient. But after that, we can I figured the next time we end up where the quest is sending us somewhere else other than this area, that's when we could fuck off and do the event first, which is probably soon after the dungeon, honestly. So what do you want to test first? Do you want to go without level sync first and just see how badly we raffle stomp it, or do you want to try to get the XP first and see how we manage?
Let's try and go for the XP first and see how we manage.
Yeah, and like I said, if it turns out a little bit no bueno, we can abort. But yeah, I was telling Snow the other day that I was my level 21 blue mage was soloing a level 16 dungeon. A dungeon meant for 4 16th level people. I was doing by myself at 21.
That tracks.
It's like that. God damn it. That's how broken Blue Mage is. Now, to be honest, when I say I was soloing the dungeon, I am not saying that it was easy. It took me twice as long as it should have. Like, it took me twice as long as it would have taken the team to do. And it was a little bit of a struggle, but I succeeded. And honestly, that last boss could have gone on kind of forever. Oh, yes, also, the magic word. Before we say anything about this, I don't know if Kai needs a reminder of what this is.
I do, yes.
Let me see.
I don't remember.
I don't remember what to say.
Okay, I'll give you a brief description.
Hydrate or dihydrate first.
Oh, hello, Raisin. I'm sorry, I mispronounced that. Hey, Raisin. We gotta maintain proper traditions around here. Anyway. So Matoya enchanted a broom and then hid it over in this area. And we have been told that the magic word to reveal the broom is what?
Broom?
That's right. Actually, I will read it right from the thing. One of the other brooms we talked to, one of our other animated broom familiars, reveals to you that the incantation is the name of that which is dearest to Matoya. Are any ideas popping out based on what I just said?
Help.
It's not a thing. It's a person.
I remember that much, but I figured it out once. Give me a break.
Did you?
Yes, in the context. We talked about it last time.
I don't remember.
I don't remember what the answer is, but I remember coming up with the context.
Alright. I'll just tell you the answer then. In fact, you will see it in your chat in just a second. Maybe I have to say the proper name fully. It's not working. Do I have to click on it first?
Maybe.
Huh. I appear to be forgetting a detail. Maybe I don't capitalize it. No? Let me look this up. I thought I remembered what this was. Google, help. I mean, I know the thing dearest to her is Y'shtola, but...
What?
Let's see. This thing is not giving me the answer.
It should.
This thing is saying that the answer is what I typed. Why is it not working? Allow me. Oops.
You need to be on the thing.
Oh. Okay. The game was being weirdly picky. I had my default set to party instead of say, but I was typing /say and then Y'shtola. But I had to actually set my default to say rather than using /say, which is stupid. But that's what it is. It's Y'shtola. You have to make sure you capitalize the Y, though, because it is case sensitive. So just make sure you're standing on the thing. I don't know if you have to target it or not. I had it targeted when I did it, but... You'll get a text box when it works.
So how her name is spelled just doesn't look like how it should be spelled.
It does look a little weird, doesn't it? But then we have to go around to the back side of the stairs. Like underneath the stairs. My mistress has imparted unto me naught but memories, the memories of a young Ishtola. I bet she was an absolute hellraiser of a child. Like a cocky little brat. Also, I love those comics you sent me the other day, by the way. Those comics you sent me? They were written by somebody who has played a lot of this game, because they know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
What is this, the first astral era? Yes, homo. I do find it funny when people say no homo these days. Why not?
Just reminded of some of the shit that happened in school. It's like the guys that would be like trying to like touch on each other and everything, but say that after. It's like y'all aren't fooling anybody,
right?
Like at all.
Exactly.
Jeez. Public school is weird.
Sure is.
Guys are weird.
Guys are weird.
All humans are weird.
Guys are especially weird.
I would say both genders are especially weird, but in generally different ways. On average.
Well,
Hashtag not all, obviously.
Like,
Which way we going?
in ways that are very menfolky. Menfolk are weird.
Yeah. I figured we'll do the dungeon first because both quests are getting handed in back at the cave anyway. Also, this is one of the prettiest dungeons, in my opinion. I loves me some Great Google Library.
No!
I had to get a giggle about from my friends and
yeah.
Just in general when it comes to statements like that, and they were bringing up their sex work and talking about pricing. Is like every once in a while you'll come across this guy and it's like, oh sweetie, can't you cut me a deal? It's like, no, we don't negotiate with terrorists, and if you're a man paying for sex, you're a fucking terrorist.
What? Excuse me?
Well, they also would call the
They're not wrong.
the two small furry creatures terrorists too.
But like,
I mean,
seriously, not wrong. Like, if a man paying for sex is because they can't get it any other way, so they're probably a terrorist.
So that's a pretty big stretch, although some of them, yes. Definitely
Understand
some.
this is a stretch that comes from somebody who works in sex work, and understand that these people should not be allowed around living people. It is an entirely accurate statement based off of the class of people who typically pay for sex.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Why do you think that we exploit them? They shouldn't spend that money on people in the wild. It's not safe.
By the way, Kai, I just want to show you on stream this interface that you probably haven't seen. But this menu here is how I've been queuing us for dungeons and trials and stuff. So like normally I just select which one I want us to queue for and then we go. But we've got this cog up here. And here's our options that I was telling you about. So, unrestricted party and level sync. I'm not sure what the loot rules think. Oh, greed only or loot master.
It's for when
Yeah, one person
you might
can...
have a loot gremlin in your party or something.
I'm not even
That
sure how
rolls
you
neat on
can...
everything.
The only way you can do that is if it's good for your class, but you don't actually need it. Yeah, you can abuse need a little bit. Loot Master is interesting. That allows you to... I don't know if you choose who the Loot Master is or if it's automatically the team leader, but one person basically assigns all the loot themselves.
It's normally the team leader.
Yeah. So if I enable this, then all the loot would be... presented to me, and then I would choose who gets it.
The leader
I'm not going to do that.
had to do that a few times.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that because none of y'all are loot gremlins, but that is what that is. Anyways,
Yeah,
we're just doing unrestricted party and level sync.
We're not part of Nest. We won't need to deal with loot gremlins.
So I think this will remove our need for another person, but I don't know if it's... Actually, no, it definitely won't queue, because it didn't do that with my blue mage. I don't know if it'll behave differently here. It should allow us to go in just the three of us.
We'll see.
I've never done this without the blue mage in the party, but let's see what happens.
Okay.
Now, it's always popped up instantly anyways, because all we ever needed was DPS, so...
Yeah, it showed 3.
Huh?
It only showed 3 in the window.
There you go.
So.
Yeah. Because the thing is, when you enable unrestricted party, it doesn't go into the queues at all. It just goes in with whatever preformed party you already have. So if you want to do a dungeon with a blue mage and you want to do it with other people, you have to manually form a party before you bring up that menu. Also, I like the music in here. It's like jazzy and chill. So here we are. We've been level synced to 60. Which is only a little bit lower than we normally are. Especially in Snow's case with the new class. She's only lost 1 level out of the deal.
Yep.
Yeah, I just really love the aesthetic in here. It's cool. Also, we can fuck around and stop moving and look at stuff. And talk. And nobody's being impatient waiting for us. Go, chakrams, go! Also, fun fact, Kai, even though Dancer is listed as being ranged DPS, they're actually really good at up-close area damage. They have a lot of AoE, but it's all point-blank AoE, so... If Snow wants to do AoE, she has to get it right up there beside you.
Yeah.
Which really adds to the whole dance partner thing.
Yep.
But yeah, dancers are absolute fucking walking blenders when they want to be.
Yeah.
Just stand in one spot and spin chakrams all over the place.
I want a sentient inkhorn suddenly.
If no one asks for your opinion, get out of my face. We're gonna be having some problems here. Get them.
Yeah, this actually kind of fucking rough. That
what?
changes things a little bit.
What does? Not having the extra person, you mean?
No, like, the dynamic of that fight was emotionally different. These inkhorns are specifically sentient. Not animated, sentient.
Ah, yes. So that they haven't just been like, here's a golem sent to kill you. It's like, no, this thing can think for itself and wants to kill you.
Yeah, like, that's a completely different vibe.
Mm-hmm.
At least to me. Like,
yeah, this place is just a little wee bit Fantasia.
There's some lore if you want it.
You know what? Now that we don't have,
are you kidding?
now that we don't have a stranger trying to run ahead on their own, we actually can read the lore now, if we feel like it. Whoa. Kai just got yeeted.
Yeah, that's, what?
The falcon, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
There's a lot of insects that are given names like falcon and hawk for some reason.
This is actually a bird.
Really? Because it looks kind of like a dragonfly to me. Or no, that was the Meganura. Okay, never mind. They were practically on top of each other, so the name looked like it was over top of the other thing. Still, there's like a lot of wasps and shit that were called hawk. It's weird. Carlian history. Oh, interesting. They're actually detailing the middle names.
Yes, they are titles.
Yeah. I always knew they were titles, I just didn't know what they meant. Other than Zos, of course, because that's the only one you ever saw. Only happened once. Oh, they got a lot of them. There's no way in fuck I'm remembering even half of that. But it was still interesting to look at.
You can also probably look it up online, too, so...
Yeah. Oh, guaranteed.
Yo, that would be an interesting psychological aspect in a game. So, like, imagine this sort of adventure-like game, sort of like in the vein of, that fucking GameCube horror game that still lives up today.
Yeah. Eternal Darkness.
Thank you. Yes. Something
Game
along
slaps.
like the lines of that, but like.
Oh, by the way, hold on. Before we continue, I think this is is this a boss? Either way,
no.
we forgot to eat precisely one food. Let's do that. At least I did, anyway. So if y'all forgot your foods, let us foods. There we go. Anyways, continue, Kai. Oh no, it's not a boss. Okay.
No.
But like in this, throughout this whole process, like you have all of these concepts that have been turned into inanimate objects that are suddenly animate and volatile. And through the very early parts of the game, it makes it very, very clear to you that these things are not actually aware, they simply exist. Yes?
I don't remember fully.
But as the game plays on, as you're playing it, it's like, no, not really. Actually, they're completely aware. Like, imagine like a game like that, like in that sort of thing, that played like that, where all of these things that have been fighting you, at the very beginning, it's made very clear that they aren't aware, and then as it goes on, you're learning that they're actually fighting you for a reason.
Oh, maybe they actually are, yeah.
And like at the halfway point of the game, because you need a good climax for a game, right? Mm-hmm. Just like in a good book, you need a good climax in a game. the big climax is that, oh fuck, you've been on the wrong side of this the entire time, and now you're fighting with the inanimate objects, or the animate objects, I suppose.
Yeah, kind of like the, kind of like how things turned out with the rebels, with the Ashgardian heretics turned out to be on the right side of history after all, except this is taking it to a more eldritch level. Also, by the way,
don't stand in shit, and
there's a new mechanic. There's actually a new mechanic in the game that this is going to be the first time we see. At one point, the floor is going to get covered in ice. When that happens, any movement you make will send you in a slide in that direction. So be careful when you move once the ice comes down, because any step will become an entire line of movement that you can't break out of until you hit the wall. But you'll have to use that to move sometimes, because at one point the book is going to threaten to close. And when that happens, you need to get the fuck out of the way, or get slapped. Ah, fuck. Oops. Let me use Suna myself over here. Ah. Oh man, I can't cure slow. That sucks. Or heavy, or whatever the fuck you're calling it. Yeah.
Ow.
Okay, move, get around him. Real quick, as fast as you can. Sprint even.
Behind him. Shit. Asshole.
Oof.
Now there's going to be a moment later when he does that while it's icy, so you have to use the ice. Here it is. Okay, go. Just press forward and slide to victory.
There we go.
Nice.
We got it.
Yeah. Oh. Ah.
Who's bird? Okay, there we go. You're targeted on me again, and it's like, you asshole.
I'm just gonna get close to the edge of the book now in preparation.
Yep. Woo!
I just saw you going wee out of nowhere. So that ice gimmick will happen now and again in the future. This is just our first taste of the whole thing. Also, this is all going relatively okay. I'll get ready to get around to the other side. Ah. This kind of reminds me of a couple of Final Fantasy games that have the demon wall, but just book version.
And we could just like run through them. You can actually get, you can actually get him as a housing item, actually.
Oh jeez. Oh, that's a need for me.
What's that?
Slap that on.
News.
Gesundheit. So how you feeling, Kai? You like the 3-man team?
Yeah. The fuck are these adorable things?
Gremlins.
Benduels.
It's okay, they're not sentient. I don't feel bad about this.
It's,
Those inkwells, though, are fucking me up.
also, Snowcat, these can't be gremlins. They look nothing like Shenpai. Actually, no, they do look a tiny little bit about like similar to Shenpai. Definitely one of my favorite gremlins, though.
Hey.
Absolute gremlin of a human. Ah. Oh no, it's page 64.
This asshole.
It's 1 page away from gender swapping.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah, don't stand in that.
Apparently. You might have said
Thanks for
something
that piece of
5 seconds sooner.
Sorry. There.
I didn't remember that at all.
I have forgotten.
I don't think I ever knew that, actually, because whenever I've been in this in a team before, people just knew it, I guess.
Spine duster? It's
Yeah.
a frog. Why are you?
Yeah,
a
and his
spine
job
duster?
is to dust the books while they're on the shelf.
Oh, that. Oh, fuck. Jesus, never mind.
He's not dusting human spines.
I'm high. Ignore me. I was honestly fucking terrified at how the fuck they considered a frog to be a spine duster.
They're not dusting the spines with a frog. Did you think somebody grabbed a frog by the legs? If you're gonna grab an animal by the legs to dust things with, it should be a chicken.
An entire chicken.
No, the chickens are for holding the cameras.
Wait, what?
The chickens are for holding the cameras.
Why?
Because it will never move unless you want it to. Chickens are the inspiration for Steadicam.
That's a sentence I wasn't expecting to hear today.
Today in Weird History.
History's fucking weird as hell, man. It's true.
You want to know something else that's a weird piece of history? This is real. You can look this shit up. But it is the most...
More lore, by the way. More lore, but go ahead.
This is the most Illuminati descended from the mothership bullshit you have ever heard, but this is legitimate United States history. The central banking system as it is instated today was founded by a group of people meeting in a secret location, communicating under false names. I am not making that up.
Sorry, what was created by that? That
The
last
central
part?
banking system of the United States of America.
Okay, no, I believe that easily. Uh-huh.
Is that
That
not
tracks.
the most the Illuminati descended from the mothership bullshit you've ever heard? But that's actual American history.
Completely, yes. Completely tracks. As ridiculous as it
Love
sounds.
This Joker. This Joker's pretty.
It's
Oh, that one just right there?
Yeah, the one that you just got.
Let me do a try on then, and we'll... No, I'm not trying to zoom in on my bulge. Oh, that is a nice choker. It's a little bit hidden under my beard, but... Yeah. Also, here's a fact you guys might find amusing. So, in 5th edition D&D... oh, ow. I need a tank. In 5th edition D&D...
Got it, Tagro.
No, there was other stuff that snuck up on me. I need you to do some AoE, please.
I'm working on it. If you look, that's actually what I'm doing.
Yay, it is.
Actively
Thank you.
what I'm working on.
Thank you. Anyway, in 5th edition D&D, the Barbarian class has a feature where they get their Constitution bonus onto their armor class if they're not wearing any armor. Now, let's all remember, the internet is thirsty for Karlach, and Karlach is a barbarian. How many people do you think are playing Baldur's Gate 3 with Karlach just in the nude all the time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there isn't an allowed complete nudity option in the game.
Of course there is.
That girl's titties are bouncing free in many, many games, I'm sure.
This way.
As they should be, because girls earned it. She's paid her dues.
Fuck's a pseudo sprite.
It's kind of like a sprite, but not.
Oh, I hate you. Oh,
I'm guessing.
no shit, Sherlock.
I'm guessing it means that the mages created an artificial elemental sprite, like a sprite version of a homunculus.
Oh.
Is probably what that means. That's what I think.
That book's weird.
Either that or it's 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven, what the fuck? 7-Up. I don't remember this guy's bullshit.
I don't remember.
We'll figure it out.
But he's a minotaur made out of a
Fucking
book,
go.
so...
Fucking fly, get out of my face.
Yeah.
Don't stand in that.
Well, this is the one that tracks, so I have to stand in it, but I can make it not hit you guys.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Kai, if you ever experience a danger puddle that follows you around, just make sure it doesn't touch other people. Oh, this is ads.
Yep.
That's it, I think.
I think you dragged that.
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
something's happening.
Dragged that over.
Nope. This again.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Everybody group hug. I need to heal everybody at once.
Okay.
Okay.
I think you need to put that on him. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Oh, make the laser hit him?
I think so.
What is this blue bullshit that's shooting me?
I had.
Oh, it's... okay. That's the thing we're supposed to drag to him.
Yep. It yeets
So-
him off of there.
So I fucked up that one.
It's okay. Hey, we're learning.
Yes.
Oh shit. Look at.
This is how learning historically happens as well. You try to do one thing and you accidentally create nylon. Or fucking penicillin.
Yep.
Actually, I think penicillin is probably Science's most famous accident.
Yep.
Or most famous good accident, anyway. I like that one dancer attack where you throw the chakrams in a way that they just sort of like continually buzzsaw the guy for a bit.
Yep.
Blue shit. Also, I guess he had fucking Taco Bell for dinner today.
Yep.
Rude. By the way, Snow, something I haven't been able to remember. You know the anti-tower dungeon? Is that part of Heavensward, or is it epilogue stuff? I don't remember.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
I was trying to remember how many story dungeons we have left in the expansion, and I couldn't remember if that was during it or after it. We are getting close to the end of the zone we're in, though, for the main part. So we're like 80% of the way through Heavensward now. Roughly. Maybe 70. Damn. I'm getting all the greed rolls.
Not me being silly.
That would never happen.
Nope, never.
Red glowing books, my favorite.
Right? That doesn't look dangerous at all.
Not if you know how to read them.
Carefully.
Always. Never read the Necronomicon out loud. Duh.
Or ideally at all, but especially out loud.
I mean, I've read it. It's an interesting read for sure.
Well, I mean, if it was, if you were actually in the Lovecraft narrative universe, I mean, that version, the real quote-unquote version of it, definitely don't read.
I mean, it is the real version.
Mm-hmm. But, speaking of Eternal Darkness, actually, I love how that game... Oh, by the way, I love those guys. They are so cute and creepy at the same time.
They're owls.
Creepy cute.
Creepy cute. They're like evil owls. Yeah, evil owl mages. But yeah, Eternal Darkness. I love the way Eternal Darkness would actually like get really meta in the way it would fuck with you. Like it wasn't just here's some weird psychological horror for the character. It was just like here's some shit that's not even in character at all, but will freak the player out. Like, oh, you went into a new room and you're surrounded by zombies, and suddenly you get the GameCube message of, we can't detect your controller anymore, please plug it back in, while you're being chewed apart by zombies. And you're like, oh fuck! Then the game's like, just kidding. Gotcha. Or the time you enter a room and the room's upside down.
Just out of these.
Biblos and Logos.
Yeah, I think we're in desperate need of another game like that. That kind of psychological
that would be awesome.
That fucks with you hardcore.
And then there's other games like Nier Automata, which is not a psychological horror that's fucking with you in that kind of messing with you way, but it does do a thing where it's like, alright, you're going for the true ending, you're at the very end, this thing you're trying to do now is ridiculously incredibly difficult on purpose so that it's practically impossible to achieve, but you can get a bonus if you're willing to lose all your save data afterwards. It's like, do you want to make this easier and have the entire internet help you with this, but then you delete your save data afterwards? And they do. And they make you watch it. They actually put up splash screens where it goes through your inventory. And you watch your inventory disappear. And then you watch your skills disappear. And then your save file is actually gone. Actually, no, wait. It wasn't even... That wasn't even the requirement to get the help. That was the requirement to offer your help to other people. Like, hey, you know how these people just helped you? You can give that help to other people too. If you delete your save file. That was kind of a fun meta moment
Well,
there.
that ain't creepy at all.
Oh? Let me review.
That
Oh,
ain't
Lady
creepy at all.
Amandine. Yeah.
That's not creepy at all.
Kai, remember a long time ago we went through a dungeon that was about somebody's decaying manor who had turned herself into a succubus so that she could be eternally beautiful? Does that ring a bell at all? It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
That book's about her.
Nice.
Nice callback there. Nice internal lore consistency. So what do you think, Kai? Is this dungeon heckin' pretty or what?
It is. 100%.
Ah! We got Death Raid. Literally, that was called Death Ray.
Got most of their attention.
Yeah. I mean, the Death Ray thing was just a coincidence because it was a linear death puddle that I just happened to have not realized was coming at me until it fired off. I walked around the corner face first into a Death Ray accidentally.
I was trying to keep what it had on me away from y'all. So
Yeah.
that's why I ran so far.
I don't think that's one of the ones that tracks, though. Is it? Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't remember.
Oh, it's the Charlene symbol.
Yeah.
We're about to fight a book safe. But before we go in there, though, there was a treasure chest back here.
Yeah.
And a leather-bound diary over here.
Oh, okay.
Lore.
Treasure and also treasure.
That sounds hot.
Leather bound? That does sound hot. Ooh, and so many tentacles. And the sound of it writhing on the bed. Oh. Made a terrible mistake? No. It's definitely not a mistake. You made the best kind of mistake, maybe. I got somebody's eye.
Get a necklace. Yay.
Oh, but that's only for Astrologian.
I do remember he's going to do a mechanic where we have to stand and shit.
Yeah, there'll be a spot.
Never
There's going to be a
living
time where there's
Biblical
multiple
paths.
spots. There's going to be a time when there's like shiny circles on the ground that are like shining upwards, and we have to stand in those. It's like the opposite of a danger puddle. It's a safety puddle. What the fuck is a bibliotaph?
This guy.
Apparently. It's a book that wants to
Yeah.
punch me?
It could have been a bibliotaph.
Could have, but wasn't.
Should have been.
Yeah. Is that the best you got, bitch?
Yeah, don't stand in those.
We could do stand in
Okay.
these, though.
Yep.
I think we have to do 2 each, actually. We've got to get chains on them all.
You grab that one. Grab that one. Grab one.
That's all of
Okay, we're good. Yep, we're good.
More.
2. So, there. Gotcha. You two do that one. There you go. We're good.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, don't say that.
Ah.
Then
It's
do
the opposite. It's like the first boss where it did one thing and then it did the opposite thing.
Yep. There. And
Weak sauce. Ah. Suddenly I crystal flowered.
Oh, now there's
The
3
hell?
souls.
This we gotta go to
All
all.
3 of us
we're-
here.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Well, we're fucked. We went to the opposite ones.
It's okay. Eee!
Ah. All right, we got to summon because of that. That's not so bad.
Yeah, just beat
Kill
it
the
up.
thing. Kill the book demon. Here, have some regen.
There we go. We're good.
Ah, explosion. Actually, I think this is the perfect dungeon for me right now because I am also wearing an outfit made of books right now.
There. There we go.
The boss might be made of books, but so is my robe. Or at least the skirt part of my robe.
Yep.
It's made of birds and books. And steampunk. So that one didn't go too bad at all.
Nope.
Completion time 34:34. We're even symmetrical.
Yep.
Which I know is not necessarily your favorite thing. But, you know, it happens sometimes. Charlian Philosopher's Long Kilt.
It's a skirt.
It's a wizard skirt.
Clearly a long kill.
I'm gonna do a try-on for that. Oh yeah, that is kilt, all right. Mm-hmm. That is 100% man skirt. All right, good job, everybody. And we got to read the lore along the way too.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
I would have anyway.
True, but there was no idiot getting himself killed in the meantime this time.
True.
Which, when you look at it in a certain kind of way, is a little bit of a downside, maybe. But sometimes it's fun watching the idiots get themselves killed.
Not so fraction of what we once were anymore, are we?
No.
Right? 5 out of 6.
Still technically yes, but
5 out of 6 is a
also-
pretty big fraction, though.
yeah, it's a much larger fraction.
Fuck with our blessing, we'll just willpower it back into existence,
So
bitch.
this is the tome. Excellent. Let us take it to Master Matoya at once.
So I like how this place not only has a lockup for forbidden tomes, but the lockup for forbidden tomes itself will beat the shit out of you. It's an angry, violent lockup. Well, I think that went well.
Hey, Kren, how powerfully sober are you?
I've never measured my soberness in powerfulness before, but yeah, the answer is yes.
I'm going to watch your facial reaction for this.
Uh-oh.
A kazoo is a percussion instrument.
I guess kind of. Yeah, kind of.
No, quite literally, it's a membranophone, which means it's in the exact same classification of instrument as a drum.
Yeah.
And if you actually think about how it functions, it's not functioning because you're blowing, it's functioning because you're humming. So the membrane is physically being struck by the vibrations of your voice. It's the same as a string being hammered in a piano.
The real question is, though, is it a $0 kazoo?
That's a good question. Mine won't be because it'll be electric, and yes, electric kazoos exist. Why? I don't really know, but I will own one.
Because electric kazoos, that's why. It's one of those things that you didn't know needed to exist until you discovered that they existed.
Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know what I can fucking do with it, but I'll do something.
Yeah. Also, the kazoo needs to be $0 because then it can be part of the Freakazoid theme song. Fun show, by the way.
Yeah.
I always loved how they had a kazoo coupon that said $0 on it during their intro song. Freakazoid, free kazoo. Have I told you lately? The side quest is actually really sad. Actually, it's really sad in the way that similar to what Kai's been talking about today already. This frog is afraid of losing his sentience.
Right?
Imagine just taking a regular animal, giving it sentience, and then having it worry about having it taken away again. That shit would suck. Actually, I should probably sell my dungeon gear that I won't be using. Because that shit is unique and I can't have 2 copies of it anyway. There we go. You still send people into the thick of danger as if it were nothing more than a mundane errand. Well, that's just because she trusts that you can handle it. That's how the cranky old lady gives you a compliment.
I had not thought to behold this tome again.
I don't know what age this actress is, but she did an amazing job with the old lady voice wobble.
Well, considering she was an old lady.
Should be able to make sense of the contents.
Rest in pieces. Or I don't know what age the new actress is either, for that matter.
A year younger.
There you go.
To actually make it work. You do realize how much ether is required.
Sid is keenly aware of the energy dilemma. His airship is by no means large, and it can only bear a limited quantity of crystals.
If only we had white aurosite in the etheric siphon.
Alas, Minfilia is missing along with both artifacts, and Moonbreeder is gone.
Would that there were another ready wellspring of energy for us to draw upon.
Why did it not occur to us before? We already have what we need, the Eye! It has been drawing ether into itself for as long as the Great Worms have lived. It is a veritable wellspring of energy.
It might just suit our needs. But is this energy something that can be harnessed at will?
I believe so, with the aid of the Azure Dragoon of Ishgard.
Then it is settled. Let us return to the Holy See at once.
Stola, wait. When did the light fade from your eyes?
I might have known that it would not escape your notice. It has been this way since I returned from the life stream. An after effect of the teleportation magic I invoked, most like.
They are called forbidden spells for a reason. What were you thinking, girl?
I have no regrets. I but did what was necessary to preserve the light of hope, to keep my promise to Minfilia. Besides, it afforded me the rare opportunity to wander the ether, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I need not tell you that it consumes your very life force to see by sensing the ether around you. Take care of yourself. Do you hear me?
I will, Master Matoya. And thank you.
Arrow.
Arrow. I stepped away for a sec.
Ah. You could really hear the worry in Matoya's voice there at the end, eh?
Oh yeah. But yeah, the Heavensward voice actress passed in, I think, 2019 due to cancer. 84.
Wow.
The lady they got for Onward, she is 83. When that was... Yeah, she's 83 now. I believe...
And they're both killing it.
Sheila Steffel. Steffel.
Yeah, hey, Blast.
Yeah, 2019. She was 80. She was 84. The lady they have voicing her now, Sheila Reed. Oh, I bet she is 85 now.
Oh, now, but she was probably 83 when she started.
Back in Shadowbringers.
Wait a minute, what is the date today? Oh, shit. We do have Clinkies to do today, in fact. Kai returns. Actually, since Kai's doing a thing now, why don't we call this a break?
Oh, okay. As she just gets back in here.
Never mind.
It's Clinky's day. It is Clinky's day.
Indeed. Let us grab that and have a little... If anybody else needs to have a quick pee, we'll do that. Be right back.
Yep.
And doing well, Blast Action. How are you?
Sorry about that. I desperately needed to pee.
Oh, good. But yeah, the cutscene.
That's why I just left. I didn't want to talk over it because it was streaming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I figured. I know how forbidden magics work. That's why, in the amount of time that you've known me to have done precisely one blood magic spell. I don't fuck with it.
Mm. And I hope to never. If I can help it.
Oh, you can absolutely help it. Choice when I did.
I hope the worst that I ever have to do is minorly inconvenience someone.
I am back. Also, I love how Kai said, I don't fuck with that shit right after she told us that she did it.
Well, right, but like that's how often I fuck with it, is by not. Like...
Except that you did. But only one time.
Once in the years that Snow has known me.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't fuck with it.
That is not technically not, but it is very close to not.
It's not, but it's, you know...
It's not
like I go out of my way to do it either.
And I know that you know that you... I know that you know that I know that you know. You know?
100%.
Also, happy beer day. Or whatever beverage everybody has today.
I happen to have some Beppis and a healthy amount of weed, so...
Close enough. You should just sprinkle some in your Beppis. Clinks.
I think I'm going to take a drink and then take an absolutely monstrous hit. Actually, that seems like a smarter idea. I'll put weed in my Pepsi. That sounds crunchy. I don't want crunchy Pepsi. Do you have any idea how sensory I am right now when I'm high? Crunchy Pepsi is not a good look.
Probably true. Oh, we have something in pictures as well. But yeah, actually, I remember doing a smoky paprika pork chops recipe once that turned out to be... The sauce turned out to be, unfortunately, a bit crunchy.
Sorry.
Although that was partly my own fault. Sawpro, never heard of that. Is it good, Blast? But yeah, the dry rub the sauce recipe called for a lot of ingredients that were powdered this and powdered that and crushed whatever. Unfortunately, the oregano I had was not completely crushed, but it was still in little tiny crunchy bits. So the texture didn't turn out quite right. But that's not really the recipe's fault. That's just me having the wrong thing. Southern Prohibition Brewery? I think that's illegal.
They like doing silly jokes like that in the South. Like they won or something.
Well, you won if you declare that you won, right? Like, no, I didn't lose, I won. I wanted it to happen this way. Alright. Let us finish helping out our little froggy friend, and then we can warp back and do our event thingamajiggy.
Eat.
No, that actually wasn't all that harder, to be honest, you know?
Huh?
The, doing it with just the three of us wasn't that much harder, if at all.
I would say the amount of effort was the same, it just took longer, which is what I was expecting, but I'm glad to see that putting that into actual practice matched up with the theory.
Did it really take that much longer, though?
I'd say it took maybe 30% longer, roughly.
Only because we were actually stopping and reading the lore. Like, if we didn't have to do that, I don't think it would have taken any longer at all if we didn't do that.
No, disagree. Only just because of pure logistical reasons. We don't... The length of the fight is based on how much damage output we can muster. And we can muster less damage output because we're missing a person. That's just
right.
Math.
But it didn't seem like it was taking any extra time at all. So either the
it didn't feel like
DPS, either the other DPSs have always been consistently shit, or something else is being adjusted behind the scenes, I would say, because the difference was not...
Snowcat being a dancer just made her more epic.
Did it make her that much epic, though?
I mean, she's always been pretty epic.
I mean...
Thank you for the compliment.
You were a highly experienced DPS.
But...
Oh, hush. I'm not that on me.
Snowcat knows how to damage a per second. Alright, well, I will try to scout a little bit for this next one.
Okay.
I forget where it is, but we'll split up and search. Oh, it's over here. Southeast from you guys.
Oh, okay.
Just behind these rocks.
Am I higher? You just haul an ass on that fucking bird.
I am. We've got enough, we've collected enough fart clouds that we have increased our running speed on the mounts.
It is immense more ass than I expected it to haul. Like...
I think it looks faster when you're running around on foot. It's all relative, you know?
The animation seems out of sync. It's so fast. It's nuts.
That might also have something to do with distance, because I think the animations are not quite as frame by frame detailed when you're farther away.
I mean, what was on it?
I don't know.
It looks like out of frame. Like it
I don't
feels.
know.
Oh, it feels.
It was a bit funky, regardless. Yeah.
It looks a lot less weird on Snow's mount because it's bigger than yours. On yours, because it's so small, it just looks out of proportionately fast.
Maybe. Because it's got shorter leggies, but it's running just as fast.
I think so. I think that might be the issue.
Imagine if I had been a Lalafell. Would have been fucking the Roadrunner over here.
What would it look like with me, considering I'm not that much bigger?
Exactly, yeah. Please be careful that you don't accidentally step on me. Aww. No use at all. Cheering me up. Nope. Don't even try. Excuse me, Miss Batoya, your frog is having an existential crisis. It's not left to me but my pride. It's so true. Also, I love how her staff looks like a gnarled old hand.
Yep.
Like a skeleton that's about to grab you by the nards or something. Alright. I'll meet you outside the Cave of Amazing Music. And I think we can get started on the event thingamajig. It's an old DAW, right? You said?
Yeah.
Because you pointed out the spot last week. Yeah.
Yep. I can't remember how to get out of the cave. Okay.
I think it's at the door.
Starting to run around in circles because it's like, okay, I'm looking for the weird, like, wooden slats. Where are they?
On the ground. Near the exit. You can find the exit, you can find the slats.
Helpful.
Look, you found them.
Yay. Alright. Urda.
I'm going to throw something at you.
See, that was the trick the whole time. The wooden slats were actually outside.
Yeet.
Aqua slime girl. Kinky.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
I'm very high.
We know. We know. I love how it works with being high and being drunk. The more of the thing you are, the more you want to tell people how much of it you are. You can measure how drunk somebody is by how often they tell you that they're drunk.
Have I been saying it a lot?
Not a lot, but you've mentioned it maybe 3 times today.
Well, it's because I've been high 3 times.
And this way.
I'm pretty sure you've been high once, just the whole time. I could be wrong, though.
There's definitely been delineations.
During the
Mostly
stream?
because I'm 3 different highs at the same time, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
This person.
I have the resin high, the smoke high, and the edibles high.
Sorry, I almost hurt myself trying to say her name.
A lovely name.
Kippa.
Jack ya, I guess. She's gonna jack ya. She's a rogue.
Yeah,
Worse, a journalist.
I'd pronounce that with a Y. Yakya.
Oh, maybe.
I do yakya.
Actually, yeah, that makes sense. Also, that background music in this area is... That background music is freaking haunting.
No.
Yeet.
Hip yakya.
Hip? I don't know about that.
I would say the IH is completely decorative.
Yep. She's the keeper of the moon, so this name is on brand for keepers.
I don't know anything about that.
It sounds like it. One of us paid attention to naming conventions. That's all I can say.
I know more about the sun cats name conventions. I don't know a lot about the moon ones. And also, the naming conventions of my race just tend to sound like somebody sneezed. Or at least they're spelled like somebody sneezed while they were typing. And hit a lot of extra buttons by accident.
I mean, have their sneezes been attributed to sounding like poking a puppy in the asshole?
Thankfully, I've never witnessed that happen, so I don't know what that would sound like.
I have been told that my sneezes sound like a puppy getting poked in the asshole.
Did you ask this person why they would know that?
No, I didn't want an answer.
That's a good point.
I don't ask questions I don't want answers to.
That's very wise of you.
Why I ask so many questions, because very few things are beyond my interest. That just happens to be one of them.
That is absolutely information nobody needs.
Though people have said it does.
If anybody states that they need that information, then I have a new set of very serious questions for them.
I'm not sure where Blast gets that concept either, because I go high pitch, not low pitch. Low pitch is demonic possession. High pitch is, poking a puppy in the asshole. Your musical scales are all sorts of off. I don't understand the demonic possession angle.
I mean, there's a lot of different kinds of demons that can sound like a lot of different kinds of things, so...
How dare you go against the grain?
There you go.
grain, but I'm not even drinking beer.
These ladies are wearing too much.
They definitely are. Posher otter. That otter is very posh.
Ye-
I want one.
I start screeching in eldritch tongues.
Fourth dimensional sneezes?
Sometimes I wonder if y'all pay me enough to put up with your shit.
I can show you my Patreon receipt. I definitely do.
That sounds like a you opinion. See, I was gonna be like, yeah, okay, but seeing as you just decided that you pay me enough to deal with your shit. Now we're going to have a problem. Now we have to talk about this, because I'm not sure if I'm getting my values out of this now. Seeing as you're so sure of yourself.
Oh, you're not getting the value out of it? So what you're saying is I need to give you more shit to put up with so that you've actually earned it then. Gotcha.
No. The choices were less shit or more money. Not more shit. At the same amount.
We literally just run through here.
Yeah. You're clean.
Sounds like you're hung.
That sounds like a hell of a snez.
This is
Ew.
totally not Yoshi P.
Totally not.
This is totally his character. And game. Actually.
Let's see. This looks nothing like him.
Totally doesn't. Nope. Not at all.
At least.
No, it
at
actually
least
doesn't.
It's not one of those cute sneezes like a fairy farting. Everyone but you says it is. So I'm not sure if I'm offended that you disagree or upset that you just described it how everyone else did.
Actually, this might have been what Yoshi P looked like when he was younger. The hairstyle's right, at least.
Yeah. But that actually is his character from where he plays this game.
Nice.
Yep. Now we get to go to exam, which
I think just using this exit up here.
literally where we just came back
Yeah,
through,
just back again. Yeah.
and then run over.
Mivendip.
Brody.
Look, it's Koga Mivendip. The fuck kind of name is that?
Someone smashed their face on the keyboard.
A lot of that going around.
It's obviously Vinda.
Is it? Obvious?
Yes. Going to argue with the person that knows how to pronounce things in Eldritch? Like, I literally speak deep speak.
My condolences. I don't think that would be very good on my throat at all.
It's actually funny. Dan has made it to where any character that I make in a campaign with him automatically gets deep speak because I convinced him that the proper way to pronounce one of the more commonly known names in Lovecraft's mythos would be Cthulhu.
Mm-hmm.
So I convinced him of
not bad.
that, and now all of my characters automatically know deep speak. Because clearly I do. Something clicking noises.
I didn't know Cthulhu was African.
No, he's a water creature.
Africans
Dolphins,
aren't water creatures.
whales. Not African. Jesus. I'm talking about... You're a terrible human being.
Thank you.
Talking about the fact that creatures like dolphins and
I know.
whales and shit and other aquatic, semi-aquatic, or aquatic mammals speak using clicks. So it makes sense that something else is going to speak with a click if it comes from that area because clicks travel really well underwater. It's a great way of communication.
Yeah.
So it just makes sense that sounds like that are very difficult to make with human lips were probably designed to be made with the throat rather than the mouth. Or a tongue, perhaps, rather than in the throat. And what sounds does your throat and tongue make really well? Clicking sounds.
Except they don't have tongues, they have tentacles there instead.
Cthulhu actually does have tongues. Plural.
How many? And how many building sizes are they each?
That's not exactly explained. You can actually do multiple clicks at a time, which is something that we would struggle at doing.
Struggle at. That's putting it mildly. Be impossible.
You can do up to 2 clicks.
Oh no, this
Maybe
caravan's
more.
being ambushed by hobbits.
Maybe more. Tough to say. Like, it's... I think you could probably do more clicks. You could do at least 2 clicks at a time if you clicked both your tongue and your throat at the same time.
That sounds painful.
But other than that, you'd have to click very quickly otherwise, which would be the alternative. Instead of doing them at once, just do it quickly. Very quickly. Lots of practice. Love how the tail just goes completely vertical like that.
Yeah, they do the angry cat tail thing.
Yes.
It's so good. Mikote have some very cute emotings. I also like when they're...
volunteer me to handle this.
Yep.
Yeah.
I also like when the Mikote girls do the... Like they're like showing off how smart they are about something, and they're doing like the pointing upwards, but hand forwards thing.
Mm-hmm.
Very cute.
Donor problems.
Also, Blast, what do you got against cute fairy fart sneezes anyway?
Blast has weird taste.
Don't we all?
Yes, especially you.
Yeah. Like, don't be talking shit about my root vegetable salad with beef vinaigrette, alright? And cheese croutons.
You lost me.
Poutine. Beef vinaigrette means gravy.
Does it though?
In this particular joke, yes, it does.
Ugh. New Adventures of Squeaky Cheese Man. Vladimir Poutine.
I love squeaky cheese. That's actually how you can tell how fresh it is. The fresher, the fresher the curds are, the more squeaky they are.
Yep.
If it doesn't squeak at all, then you got ripped off.
I want more chocolate cheese.
There's a statement.
Indeed.
I want to try that, just out of sheer curiosity.
It tastes like the best fucking chocolate fudge you've ever had in your face.
Neat.
It's unreasonably good.
Why do they have all these English flags?
They're letters.
They're what?
They're letters.
Why are they wrapped in the English flag way?
No, they are the English flag.
Those are ribbons.
They should have used a different color ribbon.
Yeah, why would you want to be English anyway? Come on.
Right? You have to be rude, but in the most polite way possible. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to tell you to eat shit and die, I'm going to tell you to eat shit and die.
I mean, sometimes doing that overly politely is just that extra layer of sarcasm on it, though. That
Oh,
makes it
surely, but
makes
it's
it fun.
It's not my culture, not my business.
Fair enough. It's half of my culture, though, so I enjoy it quite a bit.
And you do it well.
I try.
Sarcasm works in very different ways.
True. There's so many different flavors of it available.
Mine may not be as refined, but it is incredibly strong.
Oh shit, this guy just got told.
Nope.
You've developed a grave misconception. Until you recognize what it is, I can't in good conscience approve of your calling. He just got mummed real hard by his sister.
Weirdly made her cuter.
Kinda did.
Ta-da! First half done. And this is where we get the things.
Things? I love things.
Things.
For just a half a second when this person ran up, I thought her name was Ukraine. Oh yes, Things the movie was absolutely terrible. I agree, Blast. I've only seen a brief review of it, not the whole thing, and definitely keeping it that way.
You're weird. You don't subject yourself with enjoyment to these awful fucking B-movie things.
I mean, some things can be gloriously fun because of how bad they are. But not all things. I like the B-movies that are bad on purpose. For example...
What about the ones that are accidentally brilliant, even though...
That works too.
The concept is awful.
That can work too.
I have no idea where Krendar's going.
The wrong way, because I was talking about shit. One of my favorite terrible movies ever is a sci-fi movie called Dark Star. If you haven't seen it, you should see it. Allow me to I still remember... I have not seen this movie in decades, but I still remember... You know how movies... when you have like the box for the movie on like tape or DVD or whatever, there's like the critic reviews and like comments on the movie. I still remember one to this day. It said, "The special effects were lovingly rendered with the means available." Which is a really polite way of saying that the special effects were fucking cheap trash. There was an alien that was literally a beach ball that they painted on and then stitched legs onto it, or like glued legs onto it. The movie was awful, and I loved it.
God damn it.
What?
I lost my lighter and it was in my hand.
Oh, so you're that level of high.
I don't want to hear it.
Alright, to quicksand.
Unwilling to deal with your shit.
Mm-hmm. And yet you keep coming back for more every week.
Twice on Sundays.
Lewd. Halloween.
Huh.
And he's all dressed in orange.
It genuinely it tastes like horseradish and shoe leather.
What
It smells
does
like
the
burnt rubber.
colors of his outfit?
No, my this weed.
Oh,
This
That's
purple shit
unfortunate.
hits like a fucking horse, but got like a grape-sized wad of resin mixed in it, so it don't
Ooh.
taste the best. It's like a fucking horse, though. Fuck. Woo.
Yay, Momodi.
Eee.
One of the tiniest badasses in this game.
Yep.
She don't take no shit. I like the little peek behind the counter so we can see her footstool. It's a secret. This is a nice little story, isn't it?
Neat.
Sister's just worried about her little brother and making sure he's okay.
He only seemed slightly bitchy because he had no context.
Context matters.
Okay. The boy's an idiot, so she needed to be a little bit hard on him.
Yeah.
This way.
Also, I like what she was saying earlier about how she, this is going to be a tough life, so she's not going to go soft on him now because the world's not going to go soft on him later. That would basically undermine him, in a sense, starting him off soft. You got it, Yoshi P. Also, don't trust any developer that doesn't play his own game.
Even if they're bad at it.
Oh, that's fine. Just as long as they play it and enjoy it.
Back over here. Make things slightly easier.
Oh, the one that's actually labeled with a description of what we're looking for.
Yes. When I first did this, it's like, okay, look for the giant group of people.
I like this idea of people writing letters to adventurers that help them. Or that they want help from, or whatever.
I wish it actually had a blue chocobo drawing on it. That would have been nice attention to detail.
It would have been.
Yep.
For shame.
Bit of a shame.
No excuse for laziness.
They are usually better at this kind of thing. But I guess custom art assets
And
take
it's
time.
not even a It's not even a blue letter when you hand it in. It's blue when it's hanging up, but it's white. Angie. Angie.
Ah, the woman wandered off to the clothing store. Go figure. Sorry, it had to be said.
Nyum. Nyum.
You.
Chocobo, there's one with a chocobo carriage drawing here that's illuminated.
Yeah, I read that one first.
I
When you
didn't-
found the right one, I was reading that one.
No, I didn't see that one before, so I wanted to find that one.
There's a nice little read, actually.
It's really nice reading them. Like all of them are actually really cool. Why? Damn it! Get out of my face.
You have a friend today.
God. Noxious.
Better you than me, I'd kill the bastard. I'm not in the mood for flies bullshit today.
Yeah.
Those things are made of bullshit.
Of course it did.
Who eat ya?
Mm-hmm.
Fucker.
I was just wondering when that was going to happen. I hope we see this guy in the next expansion. Off in the new world somewhere.
Hope so.
That would be a nice continuation.
Well, he's still a kind of low-ish level pugilist.
Yeah, but he's got a year.
Yeah.
Well, most of a year anyway. A bit less now. He's got time to grind some XP.
True. Are you gonna be okay?
I think she means you, Kai. Is Kai alive?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Was that a really bad hit just now or something?
Oh, it wasn't bad. Coughing fit was fucking awful. The hit was great. Okay. I don't even know what sound that was. It just came out my mouth. It was horrifying. That became a partial nose hit too, so.
That just disappeared right in front of me.
Yeah, I am here.
No, you're not. You disappeared.
Hi.
Hi, you were over here a second ago. And then you teleported over there.
I got out of cutscene.
I've never actually seen somebody end a cutscene and have an actual, like, teleport animation. Rather than just poof out. Alright, so that means Kaya was probably over here when she disconnected then.
Me.
Oy.
Well. Well, when you're high, you're dry. Hydrate or dihydrate.
I saw this tweet. This guy's like, "What's your favorite kind of die and why is it the D6?" And I'm like, man, how basic bitch is this person? D6 is the most basic bitch die.
Pretty versatile, though.
It's pretty versatile, but that's like the normie dice, you know? That's the kind of dice people use that don't know that other kinds of dice exist.
I'd have to say that probably the favorite die that I ever had was my D14.
D14, that's interesting. That's a rare one.
Right? Oddity.
Also, the D30, quite rare.
The 14 was an oddity even still because it didn't have numbers.
Oh? Symbols?
It had shapes of land masses on one half and the names of those land masses on the other.
Oh, neat.
By color code. So you could have a... It was for storytelling. You could have a story that absolutely took place in Africa, or you could have a story that took place on a landmass that bore a resemblance to Africa. Like, it's very interesting storytelling die. I forget where I put it, but
that's kind of neat.
It's been one of my favorites forever.
That reminds me of this one DM I was watching on YouTube at one point, who had made his own custom charts of like, well, I think it was like 2 or 3 columns where you roll like you need a quick NPC that you haven't prepared. You can just roll some stuff, so you can be like, okay, this is what kind of profession they are now. This is what kind of background they have. That sort of thing. And it was hilarious the way it turned out because they were playing a 40k Inquisition game. And it turned out that what he rolled up, keeping in mind that this chart was made for just generic NPCs, not setting specific, came up with a retired wizard Now that has an extra spicy context when we're talking about 40k.
Yeah.
Oh, look, the Inquisition is talking to heresy right now. Oh dear. The Imperium of Men, no likey sorcery.
I sent you a picture of those dice, or that die that I had.
Let's see. Oh, cool. No, America and so America.
No America and so America.
They're selling Bibles at the grocery store. That's so America.
Yeah, but we live in no America. We're kind of boned.
Well, I definitely live in no America.
Yes, we do. Yes.
Yeah. This is definitely not America I live in. I agree.
Excuse me? We both live in North America, my dude.
Yes.
Correct. So, you do live in America. Or on America, I suppose I should say. Live on a piece of land, not in it.
That would be very uncomfortable.
Right? You die in it. You live on it. Come on.
Or you die and then you go in it. In some cases. Oh shit.
I like the idea of turning our dead into nuclear fusion.
Reminds me of something a friend of mine said when he was visiting me when I lived in Windsor and went to the university there. They had an engineering building there. They had like this weird smokestack looking thing. I don't know what the fuck it was. But as we drove past it, my friend looked at it and said, "Oh, is that where they burn the homeless?"
Oh my god.
Jesus fuck. Probably not wrong, though. Let's be completely honest. The way we treat our homeless is fucking awful.
Yeah. I know some places are starting to fix that, though, and that's awesome. But not common enough.
Some places, meaning not England.
I don't know what they do there.
They're the ones that came up with the idea of the metal spikes on benches so the homeless had no place to sleep.
Oh, fuck. That is some of the most brutal bullshit I've ever seen.
Isn't it, though? Instead of spending the money to help the homeless not be homeless, let's spend the money to make the homeless' lives fucking awful.
Right?
Like, what an awful use of that money. Because they were metal spikes.
That's fucked.
The raw materials alone were expensive.
That is spending a lot of money to be very rude. No, I like those places that are building, like, shelters and shit for them. Like, housing, you know?
I bet cheap 3D printed housing, which is actually becoming fairly popular in some parts of the world, would be a lot cheaper than having all of those metal spikes. And some people will tell you they're plastic. No, they're plastic coated. They have to be metal because plastic can just be heated and melted away. So they are metal coated.
They could
get rid of outside.
They could get rid of that with a lighter.
It's too easy to get rid of something that's all plastic. So they took a piece of cast metal and dipped it in plastic. That way the elements couldn't get to it as easily. But
yeah, rust-proofing it.
It is like actually secured and actually metal and horrendous fucking invention. And they spent so much money perfecting it. Disgusting.
I have the high ground.
All right, calm down,
Okay,
Anakin.
Obi-Wan.
Yes, I was sitting here waiting patiently so I could say.
But you maintained your tactical advantage the whole time.
I love you.
Me too.
Teehee.
Whee! Whee! Meow.
It's over her now.
Yep. Yeah. Here we go. Get cutscene on.
Oh, this guy really can't play. Just one strum gives me a headache.
Right?
Your character, oh god, not again!
Terrible idea.
I think I'd be a little bit worried if I was in an airship and the pilot just abandoned ship.
Yeah.
Who are you and what did you do with Sid?
It's Yoshi.
Oh shit. Oh shit, I'm talking to actual Yoshi.
Yee.
This shit just broke the fourth wall.
He does that.
Just using his actual name now, too.
Mm-hmm.
And 10 years have now passed since the world's reborn from his ashes. I see what you did there. I wonder if my character is standing here listening to him talk and frantically thinking, oh my god, I'm talking to God. This is like when Barbie meets the creators of Barbie. Suddenly, Burb.
Yep.
Durgan Phoenix for some reason. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, unless you play Final Fantasy XVI. Because then the crystals are bad. Hey, you look kind of like that other guy. A little bit.
The freaking airship getting taken out by the fireworks randomly. No.
That does seem that does seem a little dangerous. Splorch. 500 XP. Memories. Man, when the initial version of this game came out, who would have expected us to end up here, eh?
Yeah.
Larson. Shame.
Hey, Larson.
Shame on you, sir.
That kind of language is not acceptable anymore, Larson, didn't you hear?
Also, now I have 10 potpourris that I have no idea what they do.
They're like party favors or whatever. They're like single use.
Well, they're like a consumable emote kind of thing.
Yeah, something like that.
And an incredibly shiny burb.
Yeet.
Saying Argle Bargle is unpolitically correct, then you don't want to be politically correct? I never want to be politically correct.
Nope, conformity is the slowest form of suicide. You went to a party. Is this like the last one you went to? Oh shit, there wasn't the last one. Never mind.
Sure there was, 8 years ago. Elder Gleam. Oh look, it's the Beerfrau bunny.
Indeed.
Right. I wouldn't mind some bunny beer.
Gross.
Also, it's kind of funny that they have a naming way pet.
Yep. You get that from the law for it.
Considering
Actually.
that, well, that would just make sense, wouldn't it? But considering that some of the other Final Fantasy games in the past have had an NPC called Naming Way that lets you change your character's name.
All of these people are oof, by the way.
Are they?
Yes, so these are people probably playing together.
Out of focus.
What's oof about them?
Get their names.
Okay, well, Heavy's a weird name, but what's wrong with the rest of them?
They're all from the same furry company.
I hate you.
Oh.
You're doing this on purpose.
No, sorry. I actually didn't notice. I was looking at their actual names, not the thing after their name.
Oh my
I was like, what's wrong with their names?
They're all oof.
No, I was not doing that on purpose. I was just crenderping.
I swore you were doing that on purpose. Jesus fuck.
You are, once again, giving me too much credit. You dipped out when the DJ started playing Life is Life? I don't know what that is.
That's a decent time to dip out.
Is it a bad song?
I support your life choices. It's one of the songs of all time.
Out of all the songs that ever existed, it is one of them.
Yeah, like, it's not really worth talking about in any particular fashion.
Right.
It's just
Let
kind
us-
of there.
Let us do a return button, shall we?
Okay. Return. Yum.
I think that's a fair description of Life is Life, isn't it, Larson? One of the songs of all time. Nothing in particular, just kind of there.
Out of all the songs I've ever heard, it is definitely one of them. It's what somebody could say, but I don't know if I actually have heard it. But we want to teleport to the Forgotten Night.
Eat.
I mean, to be fair, Larson, that's also a good description of probably 40% of the music from the 80s and 90s. So, not really a detractor as long as it's done properly.
Na getting jiggy with it.
Thank you for noticing one of them that did it well.
It's the only one I could think of, but it popped to mind immediately.
It's one of the big ones that did it really, really well.
That was a good song. May I introduce you, Shola? We literally pulled her out of thin air. And she was super naked.
Not naked enough, people kept standing in front of her.
Yeah, this game doesn't have the Baldur's Gate 3 option menu.
Does with certain mods. Snow has them all installed.
No, actually I don't.
No, but she has been over there looking at porn without me, apparently. I discovered that before. That was an interesting...
Why don't you invite her?
Normally you're busy.
See, that's her excuse for not talking to me, is normally I'm busy.
Well, are you?
I'm always busy, but I'm also always available.
Lewd.
I'm autistic and ADHD. Of course I'm always busy. Are you kidding me? If I'm not busy, if I'm not doing something 24/7, I will give myself the lead lobotomy, okay? I'm always busy for a purpose.
Doesn't make it non-interruptible, though, right?
Precisely.
I mean, if I'm sitting around twiddling my thumbs for more than a minute, I'm going to be real restless and bored. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, but...
I love
let's
to
see.
read, but, like, it's been uncomfortable to read.
Astrologicum.
Lately.
Yep.
Whereas my current read is called A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking. It's been a fun book.
Nice. I've been reading the Stormlight Chronicles.
Oh, cool. I've heard good things.
I can confirm good things.
Yeah.
One of the
I've heard
characters, basically me.
some of the good things I've heard about it came from you.
There's a character in there
Oh,
that's
yeah.
100% me, so you need to read these books, of course.
Nice. I forgot that WoW had the Arcanist's Cookbook, which is a good pun. They also have a steamy romance novel called Got Milk. And yes, it's about Tauren.
I hate it. Just for the record, I hate it.
It's about a Tauren with a human. And also another Tauren.
It's been like 15 cutscenes, my dude. Wash the blood off, please. You smell like raw meat.
Maybe he's one of those raw meat people who never eats cooked meat.
I mean, that's fine, but you don't have to smell like it all the time, you know?
Hmm.
I'm
Let's
telling
use this-
you that I'm acknowledging you only enough to let you know that I'm ignoring you, Larson.
Here, borrow my giant eyeball so we can use it to make lasers. Pew, pew, pew. We are going to pew pew lasers our way into a new zone. Also, Kai, you're going to notice a slight contrast between the last zone we've been adventuring in and the new one.
Oh?
Just
Be
a little bit of a
tropical?
difference. Something like that.
Or Netherlands, less French?
Beef tartare. My mother really liked beef tartare, actually. I didn't touch it.
You're not really getting to me. Besides, if you were, you wouldn't get to enjoy it anyway, because you're not in Discord.
Nah.
All of my best getting tos have been recorded on Discord, and, well, in order to even get on the list, you have to be in the Discord, so...
Get up, talk over here.
Got him.
Can you even say that you're getting to me if you're not on the board?
Alright, well, before we go anywhere else, we need to make the rounds and talk to people. including another one of Kai's favorite NPCs. Alright, feel free to go to them in whatever order you feel like. I'm gonna go to the Forgotten Knight first, but you do whatever.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Might as well keep in order.
Alright.
Whee!
Booty! Of course, the Reaper is standing on the back of the chair. Gotta maintain that edgelord.
Yep.
Edgelord farmer over here. Alright, let's see. Forgotten Knight, well, that's just right next to here, so.
Yep.
Also, hello again, Cat Bear.
Batman's a bear.
Some men definitely are.
I don't know why that's funny in my head, but it's just saying it like that is hilarious to me.
So it does make it more amusing. Dominatrix? I don't think that's the right word, lady.
Yeah, with his little heads.
Then again, that's also an in-game title that you can't customize yourself, so that's just what they gave you.
Yep.
Alright, actually, the broom is also just next door now, so they've laid these out well for us.
Yep.
Even though it's just where these people would naturally be. So that's just nice. Alright, what is this?
It just means that we started off at the right one.
That's true.
We accidentally did the right thing.
Yeah, that seems to be about the way it goes. Also, boo on you, Larson.
Larson, I want to tell you that in Florida, that would describe a gopher.
They have shells in Florida?
There's a tortoise that in Florida is called a gopher.
The fuck? Why? Well, because Florida, I guess.
My dude, don't try to explain that place. It is every ounce the yee of Ukraine, only with more meth.
Yee of Ukraine? What? Excuse
If
me,
you
what?
know, you know. If
I
you
don't.
Know, you know.
So that
It's
doesn't
okay.
help.
I'm sorry.
Are you though?
We're going
Yes.
to the last vigil.
Cause I am tempted to think that you're not. Actually, sorry.
No, I said I'm sorry, not sorry. What the fuck is sorry?
Sorry. That's the Canadian thing.
I forget.
Moogle letter, huh? Might as well
Yep.
grab this side quest while we're standing here. But we don't have time to do it today. Maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yep.
Come for Dave. No, come for food.
And we talk to the gatekeep.
That one has that has very much cargo road energy.
Cargo space? No. Cargo road.
Cargo space. Cargo road. Although, I guess one card did go space, didn't it? Thanks to everybody's favorite dumbass.
This.
Too soon, guys. Too soon.
We shall avenge him!
A heavy fucking shield.
Mm-hmm.
People talk about how crazy swords are in fantasy games. It's like, y'all have no idea just how heavy these fucking shields would be if they were built to the spec.
Fucking
Like,
tower shield.
that shield that we were just handed as though it weighed absolutely nothing was like 40 mil of steel.
Yeah, I think it looks heavy as fuck.
Mm.
Also, I feel like part of the reason tower shields were made to be as tall as a person is because to use that thing properly, you need to rest it on the ground because it's probably so fucking heavy. You don't want to be having to hold that weight all the time.
Like, shields are a very, very misunderstood part of history, and just how heavy they are for how little protection they actually serve, and why there were so many different kinds of shields for different purposes.
Back to the Athenaeum, by the way.
Yep.
Actually, that one Pathfinder computer game I was talking about before, Kingmaker, they have a character who her default spec is a fighter with a tower shield specialization. So she's a real good tank.
I hate that, Larson.
As close as a D&D can get to having a tank when you don't have actual taunt abilities, but... The first flight of the Excelsior! Excelsior is such a good name. Pundari? Oh.
Larson, okay. I fuck around with Blast and I fuck around with Kren, but you literally do not pay me enough to put up with your shit. You literally do not.
Mind you, her Patreon is right over there, so...
It is. It's literally right over there, and you get access to all of my weird art bullshit, because I'm on this art kick. You can also buy it if you want.
The Ashgardians
First
kept
dibs.
their doors firmly shut to outsiders.
Discounted prices, etc.
Patreon.com/Kindemer, by the way. If you hadn't guessed.
I'm not going to advertise the actual link. I'll just tell you what's there.
But thanks to you, we have found in them stout allies with whom we may fight to secure the future of the realm. Truly, you are the beacon of hope towards which all men are drawn.
Spare us the hyperbole.
Oh, all men are drawn
It is
towards,
not
all
for
right.
praise that we fight.
Ladies.
I haven't actually kicked the art, you
In light
dingus.
of all we have achieved, I felt it only meet to express my gratitude.
Although
Unless
that's
you
an
want to pay her to
interesting
do
way
that.
Now I want to kick a canvas around to make art.
All that we have achieved. Spoken like a true outsider. Until the war is over, we have achieved nothing. The coming battle is a chance to excise the root of this conflict, and by my hand it shall be done. Then you may speak of achievement.
Alright, Estinian, calm down.
'Twas not mine intent to make light of your struggle. If I have given offense, then I apologize. But if I may speak freely, you would do well to be wary of the eye. Even
He was
now,
right there
it
by the
burns
edge.
with
It wouldn't take
insatiable
much to
hatred,
just, like,
watching
eat him.
unblinking for a sign of weakness. Should you falter for so much as a moment, it will surely consume you.
Save your concern. I will consume the eye ere I let it consume
That's a good one.
me.
No?
I will consume the eye before it consumes me. I don't think eating it will help. It's gonna give you the poops. The angry poops.
12 be praised.
The angry
Thou hast
dragon
not yet
poops.
set forth.
No, Larson, no, don't ban me from my own channel. Larson kicks the
Then you'd have-
clicks the button and suddenly the stream dies.
Cross sand and snow have I journeyed, that I might deliver this gift unto
Hey, it's
thee.
lesbian mad.
White or a sight. But whence did it come?
To mine amazement, it lay hid amongst Moonbreeder's last effects. 'Twas but blind chance or providence that I did hap to spy it. Let no man claim that my late friend erred for lack of foresight.
Erred. Well, that must have been painful to say.
In the place whither thou goest, servants of darkness do lie in wait. Pray, give unto me thy pledge that thou wilt strike them down and avenge our
While
fallen
y'all are watching
comrade.
that, I will be right back.
Okay.
Jesus fuck.
What? Oh, the new link?
Yeah. I hate that I need to send that to my friend Sen.
Yeah, what did she ever do to you?
They're probably going to be appreciative of it. That's the weird thing.
I want to at least break into the news zone before we log out today, so that you can see this weird contrast I'm talking about. Also, why does this airship have a buzzsaw on it? What the fuck? Are you seeing this shit?
Yeah, it's clearly for mining.
I was gonna say logging.
Nah, it's a mining saw. Not a logging saw. It spins the wrong direction for logging.
There you go. Okay. Defense against giant birds? I mean, we did fight a sky whale at one point. And you know, this is a fun moment to remember that I do have a video on my YouTube channel titled How I Mine for Whale. That's a thing that exists.
That is a thing that exists.
One of my earliest ones. Nine years ago.
Crazy.
Right? Been doing this shit too long. That reminds me. So have you heard this shit that's going around lately? About how...
I've heard a lot of shit that's been going around. You're going to have to be more specific.
Somebody did some sort of study to determine that all men think about the Roman Empire at least once a day.
Yeah, I've heard about this, shit. And I've heard the absolute best retort to it as well.
Oh?
I will have to send you to it. Or send it to you. Both?
Sure.
If I'm sending something to you and it's a link, am I sending you to it?
Kind of.
It's a long boy video, but you'll appreciate it later.
I am back.
This is the best fucking retort about this ever.
Oh, this guy.
I love that man so much.
He is musing. How long is that video, by the way?
Like 7 minutes.
Okay. I probably better not show it on here then, because that's a bit long. But I will copy that link over to Twitch chat. So people may check it out themselves later if they want.
Fair warning, that man has some very strong political opinions and is not afraid to share them.
And for anybody watching this on YouTube later, that's not here to see the Twitch chat link, this is a man on TikTok named Thomas the Villain Bishop. Check him out. He is kind of cool.
Pretty fucking based.
Yes, I know. Ooh, TikTok, but there's a few people on it worth looking at.
Yeah,
like that
I'm
guy,
really
or
only
Pip
there
Monk.
for the people worth watching. Like, King Beardax is one.
Yes, that's the one. We know him as Pimp Monk, but that's not what he calls himself there.
Yeah. Obviously, the villain, the Chaznator, Mamatot. No, the basics.
Ah, excellent
Just
timing.
based in general.
Just finished our work on the Enterprise.
Get cutscene to
She's
find.
so much improved, I've decided to give her a new name to suit. The Enterprise Excelsior. Or simply the Excelsior if pressed for time.
Excelsior!
Once again, she'll carry Eorzea's
I
protectors
hate
into
that they made
battle.
it look like.
All aboard!
I hate it.
I can do no more than see you off with prayers for your safety and success.
Count Edmund's like, I'm here too.
Yet know that wheresoever you may go, my son's spirit goes with you. May the Fury grant you strength.
Yes, I know your son's spirit goes with me. I'm carrying his haunted shield.
His middle son, actually.
Return to us. All of you.
We're here too.
Eat. There's the oldest and the youngest.
Otherwise known as the good one and the useless idiot.
Enterprise
pretty much.
Excelsior.
And the useless idiot's minder. Is Honoroi there? No, he's not there this time. Never mind. I like that this man is such a child that they have a literal child taking care of him.
Even the same fucking flight sequence of a takeoff in Star Trek, they got the angles and everything. I hate all the pitch and yaw, every single fucking angle. What? I hate you so much. I hate you so much. You had to have studied fucking Star Trek movies in cinematics to have gotten that so good. That was so not accidental.
Mm-hmm.
So not accidental.
Time for eye lasers.
Render unto me thy power.
Pew pew pew. Estonian's going full Iron Man unibeam on this one.
No, you will not claim me. I am the master.
You keep telling yourself that, Estonian.
This is why you focus your tractor beam. Break through the shield.
Mm-hmm. Reverse the polarity or something.
Yay!
But I like to reverse polarity on things.
Oh shit.
We've impaled their defenses. Deep. Giggity. Ah, shit, I know that
Not
theme
these
song.
fuckers. Not these fuckers again.
God damn it. He's giving it all she's got, Captain.
Chief, we've got an Imperial battleship on our tail. And it's bleeding
Not what
massive.
you want to see when you're so small.
No.
Ah!
Allow me to do the slowest evasive maneuver of all time.
Bastards were waiting for us to open the door for them.
I'm gonna try to shake them. Hang on to something. We're all going to die! Tataru!
Just smooch her already, man.
She won't take much more of this!
That's what she said.
time is come to use Hydaelyn's gift. Much blood has been spilled in my name. And for what? For a false cause that I created for want of the warmth of companionship.
I'm a little bit behind you.
Saint Shiva, pray, Svelga. Pray forgive this fool. But even now, I cannot let go of my dream. My dream of a tomorrow in which no child need freeze alone in the snow.
Is that Azelle? What does she mean to do?
O goddess, born of mine own hopes and dreams, for the last time, I beseech you, fill this vessel with your light, still the hatred within our hearts, and bless us with eternal grace! Farewell, warrior of light, and thank you for showing me the way.
No!
This ether. It was a crystal of light. She, too, was one of Hydaelyn's chosen.
Fare you well, my lady.
Well, Estonian finally said something nice.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So, Kai, see what I mean about how this area contrasts a little bit to the last one?
Yeah?
Just
I
a little
see that.
bit. Alright.
If her afterlife is not filled with Moogle pom-poms, then there is no justice in the world.
Right?
That's why most of the fan art is just her surrounded by Moogles. Just cute, soft, adorable.
She did love some Moogles.
She deserves all of the Moogles.
Quite the character growth on her throughout the expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I bet that cutscene took a long time to make.
Oh yeah.
It did have the energy of that, didn't it?
What, Larson's comment, you mean?
No, like the energy of it took a lot of time to get it done right.
Yeah, lot of detail. Plus, it was just a long cutscene. But man, that was pretty good. Also, definitely this version of Shiva, definitely the cutest Shiva.
Disagree. But
Now, what would
to
you
each
vote?
their own. Final Fantasy X.
I don't remember that one. Hold on. I think you said that before. Now that I think of it, but
The Aeon Shiva. For me. I'm rubbing my butt all over this, I guess.
Yeet.
Oh, like the Dreadlocks one? That was pretty good look, too. But yes, no soundboard today, but Kai would like you to know her butt is being rubbed on your stuff.
Yes. No soundboard because it's broken. Something, 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 not enough Patreon people. Larson, get your ass in gear.
Might as well set this,
Jesus.
might as well set this as a registered favorite destination, by the way, since I think we still have open slots for that. At least I know I did.
I think so, yeah.
Alright. This is our last zone of Heavensward.
Yeet.
And then we will have our customary epilogues and prologues. And then it's expansion 2.
And then Stormblood.
Yeah. It's interesting how they always manage to make the expansion names that are always a one-word name. Even if that word is two other words stapled together. Alright. Let's have a look at who we can raid today.